This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
You're listening to the best of the Morning X, dropping back into the interview from a few moments ago. This is the original 99X.
Alicia, you're on with Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hello.
Listen, I just have a couple of quick questions for you. Is there a soundtrack for Cannibal, and is there any place I can get a hold of it?
There is. Wow. There is a soundtrack for Cannibal,
Is there
but
really?
I don't know where you could get it.
Yeah, it's definitely not at Kmart.
Go on the World Wide Web
Uh-huh.
to search under Cannibal the Musical, and you'll probably find.
Yeah, because I think they
they
just released a soundtrack for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
just like
wow.
a couple of weeks ago. So.
Oh, cool.
So we don't know exactly
But
where
yeah,
it is at any
I've noticed
time.
that I've looked on, www.crapcrapcrap.com, and it lists, where the upcoming screenings are, but I noticed that Atlanta wasn't on the list.
We should have gotten that website.
Yeah,
domain
Yeah,
for our show.
That's a friend of ours. Great website.
Yeah.
Crapcrap.com.
Yeah, and that's
It's nice.
basically all our stuff.
Thanks,
Hey
Alicia.
guys, how did George Clooney get a copy, of The Spirit of the Christmas when he
He was just one of the, it was sent out as a Christmas card, and he was just one of the sort of first recipients of the Christmas card, and then he taped it he said he made 700 copies and sent it out as his Christmas card.
It's a
So
true
he was
story,
sort of,
yeah.
He was definitely one of the biggest people responsible for its, growing so fast.
Exactly.
Do you guys find, we asked this question to David Kelly when he was on about X-Files, do you guys find that that fans will come up to you who know way too much minutia about the show, who know more about the show than even you do?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. And, and they will point out things going, we saw the clever thing you guys did with the chalkboard, and we're like, what did we do with the chalkboard?
Yeah.
They're making things you don't even know.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Giving
And
you
so,
credit where it's
they
not.
definitely read a lot more into it that's there, but that's cool because that's just everyone else being creative.
Do you just nod and say, yeah, the chalkboard, you got that, huh?
Yeah, we take credit for
That's
all.
right.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course we meant that.
Oh,
Yeah.
not too many people got that. We were hoping. Now, because you're starting to get more and more celebrities, and like when The Simpsons, one of the things that The Simpsons has been able to do over the year is get great celebrities who are just so into the show that they want to do it. Is that starting to become easier for you? And if so, who are some celebrities coming up?
Well, it's kind of funny because we, several months ago, we sort of realized we were in this position where we could get almost anyone to do a voice. And the only people we really wanted to meet were that chick from Species.
Nastasia
Henstridge.
Kingrich?
Nastasia
Kinstridge, yeah.
Kinstridge,
Yeah.
And Robert Smith from The Cure. And those were the two people we had to meet. And so we got them to come in and do voices, and then that was done, and we're kind of like, well, we don't really have to meet anyone else now.
That's it?
Yeah.
Come
And
on,
then after
guys.
that, at the Aspen Comedy Festival, we met all the guys from Monty Python.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't want to sully we wouldn't want to screw up their voice. We wouldn't want their voices on our stupid little show.
Someone
Really
actually
good.
called and wanted to know if Robert Smith was going to be back on again.
I think so. Yeah, we're definitely, and he was great. And but it's funny because most of our idols are definitely more like rock people, and so that's why doing the album was so cool because we got to hang out with Perry Farrell and Joe Strummer and Elton John and all these people who were just like, oh my God.
How about Ozzy? You hang out with Ozzy Osborne?
And Ozzy, yeah, totally.
We got invited to Ozzy's 50th birthday party.
Yeah, that's
it's like
And that was
next
and
week.
that was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, Hilly, you're on.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey.
I want to know first of all how you got started, and then how many people told you no before they actually picked you up?
People are still telling us no.
Yeah, people tell us no all the time.
Still getting rejection letters.
Well, we were in L.A., Matt and I met in college, and we did a bunch of short films there, and then we even did a feature in college, which was Cannibal the Musical. And then we came out to L.A., and we were just, living on people's couches, like friends' floors, till they would kick us out for, 2.5 years.
What did you do when you went to these stations? Did you walk in with a pilot, or
No,
what?
and in fact, at first, we went to, Fox. We went to other places where we would go with like the drawings and with just we would do voices and like tell them, we want to do the show South Park, and actually at that time it was called the Mr. Hanky Show.
Right.
And we were like, we want to do the Mr. Hanky Show, and they were definitely like, no way, get out of here. And we definitely got rejected all over town. But then we made The Spirit of Christmas, and that, really spread and got huge, and then everyone could sort of see, what the show was going to be in a 5-minute version, and then suddenly we got...
Well, then they came to us, and we're like, you guys, you should make this into a show. And
Did you have an agent?
Great idea.
Yeah.
Did y'all have an agent go in with this 5-minute pilot?
By ourselves. I mean, agents are only good after you've made it.
But, once someone like a Clooney has got it and he thinks it's a good idea, and then his people over at NBC think, then all of a sudden it's a good idea.
Yeah,
right,
exactly. And the thing is, mostly, these executives out here, they don't have the patience, to sit and read a script, and they don't really have the visualization to get it off of a pitch. And so the key was having that 5-minute tape.
Okay.
And being able to go, here, watch this, and they would sit and watch it and laugh and go, okay, that made me laugh, therefore here's money to do a TV show.
Well, I think you guys are great. Y'all do a great job, and it makes me and a lot of my friends laugh. So I appreciate you guys.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
All right, see you guys.
Speaking of sitting and reading, let me ask you for a second about Mr. Hanky.
Yeah.
Now, one of you guys is one of you the voice of that?
Yeah.
Which one of you is the voice
Trey.
of that? Okay. At what point did the concept of that character, Mr. Hanky, like one of you're sitting there, I'm guessing you're sitting on the toilet one day, and somebody decided, hey, you know what? That would be great on TV.
Yeah.
What if that would sing?
It's like Party of Five, no, poo, wait a second, poo?
I mean, seriously, how did you... And then you bring it to the other guy and say, I was sitting here the other morning, and I was thinking, what if a turd could talk?
It's funny because actually Mr. Hanky sort of preceded everything, and the story's actually cooler than that. It was my father came up with Mr. Hanky.
Really?
And he was I guess I was, when I was like 2 or something, I had a problem. I wouldn't flush the toilet, and my mother... told my dad to have a little talk with me, and my dad did this to me all the time. My dad really
Trey's dad is pretty screwed up.
Yeah.
Wow.
And my dad sat me down and was like, Trey, you've got to flush the toilet every time, because if you don't, Mr. Hanky's going to come out and dance on the rim. and I would seriously go to the bathroom and just sit there and watch it, waiting for it to dance.
Uh-huh.
And then I got older, I started drawing them, and Mr. Hanky was something I always drew and always what was into, and then actually
we almost did the Mr. Hanky short instead of the Spirit of Christmas.
Yeah,
I remember.
We actually, like I said before, we pitched the show as the Mr. Hanky Show. It wasn't called South Park. It was called the Mr. And the idea of the show was that there were these 4 boys that had this magical piece of poo, and then everyone was kind of like, okay, poo's good, but maybe let's call it something else.
Yeah, imagine they didn't jump all over that idea.
And then we just did Mr. Hanky as one episode, and then it
You sat in there as a kid waiting for Mr. Hanky to dance.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
For hours and hours.
This interview isn't over. More after a quick break. You can also find it and more on the Morning X with Barnes and Leslie podcast. You're inside the best of the Morning X.
Hi, I'm Joe Salciha, host of the Stacking Benjamin Show. Every week, we talk to experts about personal finance trends.
While we were talking, I had to jump on ChatGPT real quick.
ChatGPT said, cut up the cards.
It said, hey, knucklehead, weren't you just talking about investing in dollar cost averaging? Why don't you save a few bucks?
You never knew personal finance could be this fun.
If you're bored, don't start messing with your investment.
Get a hobby, man.
Get into photography.
Buy an airplane.
Guess what investment I made? The one that keeps on giving. Stacking Benjamins. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.